Hi there, it's Rebecca from Sapphire Coast Tarot. Today I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Virgo. This will be a love reading for June. I have had a few things happen this week as we are in the middle of those eclipses. We did have the full moon in Sagittarius, which was the eclipse on the 26th of May, and we are just about to have the new moon on the 10th in Gemini, which will be another eclipse. So the energy is very potent at the moment. So if things have been happening to you in your world, that's why, Virgo. Yep, there's a lot going on at the moment, and it's some signs feel it more than others. The mutable signs feel it more. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know Gemini, possibly Taurus, all the water signs, Pisces, I think Virgo, yes, Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, and there's another one, the other water sign. I should know. Scorpio. Yeah, so those are like at the moment in between the eclipses, very potent energy. After the 10th, we will still be in Mercury retrograde, which did happen on the 29th of May, and Mercury went backwards into, I think it was Gemini actually, and that will be with us until the end of June, the end of July, end of June. So 24 days. So it's from the 29th of May for 24 days. So yeah, it has to be the end of June. So yes, and we also have Pluto that has gone into retrograde, and that will be with us till the end of the year, but that is okay. Yeah, that one's till the end of the year, that Pluto, which has gone back into, it's still in Capricorn actually. It's just that, yeah, it's going backwards until the end. Sorry, the 28th of December. So it's 6 months. So we're all transforming, we're all healing, we're learning our lessons. It's a really big time for people moving, changing jobs, changing relationships. There's lots going on in the universe at the moment, and that means that we will be in the 3D plane as well. Also connecting a lot in our 5D world, spiritually ascending to the next level. So if you feel that you are rising, you're seeing a lot of synchronicities in numbers. Your dreams are very vivid, emotions fluctuating, and you know, a lot of people from past relationships come back in Mercury retrograde. So yeah, just be aware of that. Trust your intuition and your stomach, and it'll give you a clear indication, Virgo, of where you're supposed to be. Okay, first one out, we've got the Six of Cups. We're going to look at the recent past, present, and near future. So if this is for June, it might have already started for you, being this is the start of June, middle of June, end of June. Now, this is a love reading. I have asked for protection and direction, Virgo, to give you the most beneficial reading for all of the Virgos out there, whether it be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It's a good idea to check out them all, because some of the reading will resonate with you and some of it won't. And then when you check out the other things, the other parts of your chart, then part of that reading will resonate with you as well. All right, so we have the death and rebirth card in the past, recent past for you, or the start of June, or wherever you are in your timeline. Okay, let's see what we've got for Virgo. Please, spirits and guides, for the recent past. What does Virgo need to know? What's the guidance that we need to tell Virgo? Okay, we've got the Two of Pentacles there. Right. Let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, so we've got flew out there. Okay, so we've got the, I'm going to see how we should put these. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So that's what's going on in the present for you, Virgo. Okay, so let's look at what's happening for the near future for you, Virgo. Spirits and guides, what's the near future talking about? What does Virgo need to know in regards to their love life, please? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So we have a lot of earth. We have a lot of pentacles, so it's definitely going to be about you, Virgo. Okay, let's see what we've got here coming out. I just need one. Well, got the 10 of Cups there. Okay, well, that's a great card for the ending. 10 of Cups for the ending. Very, very good. Okay, so all in all, it looks like it is going to end well, because you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups for the near future. Okay, right, let's have a look at what's happening. All right, so in the recent past, we've got the Six of Cups, the Death and Rebirth, and the Two of Pentacles. Right, so the Six of Pentacles, I feel we can see here that there's someone who has a young person growing up with the cups, having the dogs grown up into an older dog, and the person's grown into an older person. So I feel like there's been learnt lessons here. You're learning the lessons from either your past or what's going on now. There's been a lot to learn. The Six of Cups talking about happiness from the past. So maybe you're having nostalgic memories of what's going on, what has happened in your past, and looking back on that and learning some lessons from that. Maybe you're thinking of reconnecting with some old, or have connected with some old friends as well. You may have been in contact with, or just thinking about a past love relationship in a, a nice way as well. So thinking back on happier times when you were either younger, or thinking about happier times when in a past relationship, and possibly if old friends or something like that, of how you used to be when you were younger, how you were able to just throw caution to the wind and just, go out and have a good time and enjoy yourself, and not have any heavy burdens on your plate or anything. And as you've got older, you feel that maybe, things have changed for you, or possibly they haven't worked out how you wanted them to work out. That's the other way of looking at that, but that's generally where think it's nostalgic thoughts of the past, old friends, possibly someone has returned from the past, or they've been in contact with you, or you've been out on a date or something like that, and you have thrown caution to the wind because you thought, well, why not? That's the other side of it. Maybe you've come into contact with some old friends, which the friends are still in contact with, you know, your ex or your past love or whatever. So you've decided to throw caution to the wind, and just, yeah, maybe thinking about going back to a past relationship. That's what that one's talking about. Okay, we've got the death and rebirth card here. That does represent a Scorpio energy. So you may be in contact with a Scorpio, or you may have Scorpio in your chart somewhere, Virgo. The death and rebirth talks about the ending of one phase of life, making way for the new. It's about transformation, and as I said earlier, we all are all in a big transformation stage at the moment, learning lessons, and healing from things and growing. So there's major growth, learning. You are remaining, you to benefit from the transformations, you do need to remain open, releasing what no longer serves you, and sometimes hanging on to the past, which we all do. So maybe you have just been thinking about past times that have moved on, and you know, a past relationship, and it may have been a very happy time, but now you're a mature person, as we can see here. You've grown up, you're here, and you're quite happy in your solitude attitude. It could just be that, and having those thoughts. And then we have the death and rebirth card. So as I said before, we were talking about that to benefit from the transformations that are happening in the universe, you need to remain open, and release what no longer serves you. So if this person has been good for you, this person from the past has been a good influence on your life, well, obviously you can go back there and recharge the relationship. But if this person has hurt you, has not been in your best interest, even though it is quite difficult to leave the past behind and leave something that we have been, maybe you've been with that person for a long time. You may have come out of a marriage or a long-term relationship, and it is very difficult to leave that behind. I know what it's like to go through a marriage and divorce. It's very difficult, but I don't know what it's like to be with someone for a long time and then have to break up with them. I mean, having children, I mean, it's something that can take someone a very long time to get over, especially if it's been stagnant. If you've been separated a long time and now the final, you know, you've decided to move on, sign some paperwork or something like that, and get divorced, separate things and move on with your lives. So this card is just saying remain open, releasing what no longer serves you, and it's not unusual to hang on because you do fear the change, but there are new opportunities out there awaiting for you. So that's not surprising that that card has come up with Pluto going retrograde until December. So it is part of transformation, letting go of things from the past that no longer serve us, and looking forward to the new opportunities that do await us, and grabbing the bull by the horns, the saying goes. Okay, here we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles can mean that you are still weighing up what you need to do, whether you would like to be by yourself for a while or whether you go towards a person that you're interested in. It could just mean that you could, like, you maybe weighing up things like just balancing out things in your life. Like you may be balancing out your work life, your home life, and your love life. It could just mean that you're trying to sustain a balanced life and not have one, take more precedence over the other one. But this card can also mean that it's a good idea to just concentrate on the one area of your life instead of it said, like you may have been juggling a few plates, and it's very hard to work when this isn't a work reading, but this is a love reading. So you may have been juggling a couple of options. It can also mean that letting go of one option and then moving towards another one, or you may have to make a decision between two people. You've got two people that are in your sights and you think they're both fantastic, but in that you probably just need to go with your stomach and your heart. Trust your instincts, trust the conversations that you've had or the messages that you've had, and your feelings, how your heart feels about how your heart is guiding you. The universe is guiding us to where we need to be. You may also need to surrender and just leave it up to the universe. If you have two choices and you are finding it very, very difficult to make that choice, well, then I would just let it happen. Just let whatever's going to happen will happen. You can't change destiny. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate. Whatever's going to come into your life will come into your life for your benefit. Either you do still need to learn lessons from the past, or you are going to move towards where you're meant to be. And how you will know that is if you've been seeing a lot of synchronicities, like a lot of 111s or 222s or 333s or things like that. You can look up the numbers and see what they mean to you. A lot of, like, if you're thinking about someone and they just sort of turn up, or you see something that reminds you of that person later on, names that you've had thoughts, like maybe you're dreaming about something and a name pops up that you don't usually use, and then you're going in to get a coffee in a coffee shop and that name pops up, like things like that. That's sort of what that's sort of what, if that is what's happening to you, well, then that's you ascending as such, and you are on your destiny path. But if you're not seeing anything like that, well, then there's obviously something that you still need to what would you say, go within and heal from, and things like that, in order for you to transform into this new age of Aquarius as such. Well, that's what it is. I need to do some study more on the age of Aquarius at present, but we are going into this new area, and that's another reason why you may be feeling a little bit undecided in what you would like to do. Okay, so in the present, or in the middle of June, or whenever it is happening for you, we have the Queen of Wands, which is a fire energy. So you may have a fire element in your chart, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is an earth energy, which is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and we have the Swords there, which is an air energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And then we have more of the fire, so that's Two of Wands there, which is the same as the wands here. Not the same, but the same element. The Queen of Wands is someone that is very passionate, They're very exciting as such. Doesn't have to be, it can be a male or female, it's just the energy. The Queen here, as you can see, this person is sitting down, quite free and spirited in their mind, one arm up with the wand and looking at the light in her hand. You can see that she has all the tea lights around her, and she's sitting there, and she's very very blessed, I would say. So this is a person who is free-spirited, loves life, always the light of the party, do you know what I mean? The go-getter, someone that enjoys entertaining, someone that enjoys going out and going to, you know, the beach or holidays, or they're always the one to put their hand up first as such. They're a warm person, they're cheerful, they keep very busy, very confident, sociable. They can be very protective as well, and also an independent individual. So this may be you, Virgo, if you have fire in your, like a fire element in your chart, or you might be interested in someone like this. You may have someone like this in your sphere that is this person. You know what I mean? Like they're fast moving and things like that, very exciting. So yeah, you may have that sort of person in your chart, or we may be describing you, Virgo. We'll see what the reading comes out to be. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. Now this is the earth element of it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this person looks like they are hanging onto their purse, their coins quite tightly. You may be concerned with this person here, that because they have that warm, exciting energy, that they may be taking something from you. So you're not sure whether you're willing to, it could be that you're not willing to give up your heart, or you have a closed heart and you're not sure whether you, even though you find this person quite exciting and, you know, warm and, you know, adventurous as such, you're feeling quite you're not ready to let go of your heart possibly to this person. You're not quite sure about the excitement as such. I mean, when someone's overly excited or too much, we tend to guard our heart a little bit more because we feel like that they can quickly hurt us as such. So the Four of Pentacles can also talk about the fact that, yeah, you are being overly cautious because you do fear that loss, or you fear the loss of your heart or your money. I think someone may be here, Virgo, and it sounds like the gas bottle man. I've decided to go to gas because electricity is just not warm enough in this house. So what I'm going to do is I'll get back to you. I'll just pause the video. I mean, you're not going to know about it, but I'm sure that you don't want dogs barking in your reading. Okay, I'll be back soon. Okay, Virgo, I'm back. It was the gas man, and he told me a lot about what I need to do with my heater. The fact that I haven't had gas for a couple of years, so I need to blow things out, and he couldn't connect the pipes up, so I've got to service my heater and spray some stuff on it, and if there's bubbles it's leaking or whatever. Anyway, I'll think about that later. I'm still thinking about your reading at the moment. Okay, so this could also, as I said, this is a very exciting, warm person that may have a Leo, Sagittarius or Aries placement in their natal chart. and you've been in contact with that person, and you're holding on to your emotions quite tightly there because you may have been hurt in the past, especially if you were having nostalgic memories of someone else and you have come out of a long commitment. We've seen that we've got the death and rebirth card there, transforming, making a transforming sort of thing. You're juggling a lot of plates, and it's advised to focus on the one area of your life instead of 10 at the one time. Then we have the wands there, male or female, it doesn't matter, that you are this person may have come into your life, or you may be thinking about this person, or this could be the person from the past that you separated from, and you're not sure about where you're headed or what you're doing, and you just like to either leave them in the past, or this is the person that you want to go towards. As I said, if they were a fire sign that you left in the past, and this other person may be closer to, you suited more to you, but have fire in their chart or replacement, doesn't have to be, or this could be you. This could be you having the fire element there. I'm confusing myself. Anyway, I'll move on from that. We've talked about that before. Okay, so we've got the Four of Pentacles, maybe hanging back with your emotions there because you're afraid of being hurt. That can also mean that you have been just concentrated on your work, like you're focused upon your goals and your money. Maybe you fear that the past relationship may be getting some of your money or some of your property or something like that. That could be happening to you. But this card does suggest that you are holding on to things. Maybe you're holding on to your emotions too tight, and you have been hanging back emotionally from the person that you'd like to go towards. But this card is also saying that if you do want things to improve in your love life, you need to release the purse strings a little bit. Not the purse strings as in money. Maybe give more of your emotions away. Open up a little bit more, and see where that, you don't have to open up a lot. Like, you don't have to, propose marriage or something like that. Just maybe give someone a little bit of information, do you know what I mean, instead of keeping it all to yourself. So if you want your love life to improve, it's a good idea to sort of just open that heart up a little bit. Take a sneak peek at what is out there, because you've obviously been hurt a lot in the past. Next we have the Knight of Swords. So this could mean, Virgo, that you have a air element in your chart, a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius, and this is basically a card. Swords are about communication. You want to communicate with someone, or someone would like to come and communicate to you. Now the Knight of Swords, it doesn't matter about male or female. They could want to come and tell you something. The Knight of Swords does talk about swift movement. It can talk about chaotic. It's a chaotic energy. It could be some sort of conflict. They're a very quick-minded person. It can also mean that something like that your love life is suddenly changing. 1 minute you're single, next minute you're not. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. It could mean that, you 1 minute you're not communicating, next minute you are communicating. So that's what that talks about there. The Knight is it's a serious person, sometimes an impatient. They, as I said, bring that chaotic energy, so they can be very magnetic. But when they do come to communicate with you, Virgo, it's advised that you be ready to ride the changes that this card does bring, because it does talk about having strength and energy. So if this person's coming towards you and you've decided to, well, they want to communicate with you, as the Four of Pentacles has said, that you are holding back with your emotions. If you do want things to improve, you need to maybe open up a little bit and communicate back with this person, this air energy. So Libra, as I said, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. If this is you, Virgo, and you have an air element in your chart, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you are the person that wants to go and communicate with someone, and you're ready to, you know, you've decided to open up your heart a little bit, release your emotions, and you'd like to communicate that with someone, and let them know. So you're quite, you want to go, like you just want to get up and go, or vice versa. This person wants to just get up and come towards you, Virgo. Yeah, it's a very energetic energy. They want to spill the beans. They've, you know, got verbal diarrhea, and they can't wait another second. So it's fast movement. It's motivated. It's someone that's very quick-minded. And as I said, it can talk about just sudden changes. So be ready to ride the changes that it brings. And this person is very energetic, either wanting to come to you or you wanting to go towards someone else. The Two of Wands can talk about choices as well. So you may have a choice between a fire sign and an air sign, or you may have the fire in your chart and maybe the Libra, you know, you want to go towards someone, or I mean, you just have to see it how you want. The Two of Wands can speak about this is the initial accomplishments, the initial accomplishment of what you want to do. So the initial accomplishment of this person coming towards you, possibly, or if you have the air in your chart, you are going to accomplish, you're at the initial stages of accomplishment after you've made your communication, or if this person's come towards you. So it can talk about possible partnership. So as I said, 1 minute you're single, the next minute you're not. So something like that. The Two of Wands can also talk about, it can talk about a partnership or negotiation. So you might be having a conversation with someone that you are quite fond of, or you may live at a distance from them, and negotiating how you can get together, how this is going to work. Or you could just be communicating something about your past, opening up a little bit more about what's happened in your life. But this card is talking about the initial stages. So you are moving in the direction of where you want to be. So this card is a nice card. And it's saying that you are focused on your future plans. So the effort that you put in is going to make you successful, and you're on the right path, basically. So that's really nice energy there for you, Virgo. Okay, so in the near future, this could mean end of June, or, you know, whatever it may be. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the finale, the Ten of Cups, the second best card in the deck. So, woohoo! Okay, Virgo, let's talk about the near future. All right, so the near future says the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is something, a start of a successful venture. So because you're in the, you've had that first stage of initial accomplishment towards your goal, or towards something that you would like to, a love person has come into your life, or you've come into their life. This could, as I said, it could talk about possible partnership. So there we go. If the Ace of Pentacles is talking about the start of a successful venture, you may be wanting to give a gift to someone, or the gift of love even, that you are quite serious about this person. Pentacles are a serious energy. This is to do sort of with your foundations, your home, your security, your finances. So you may see this person as a very secure option as such. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about prosperity. It also talks about rewards. It can also talk about that you are receiving important documents. So you may be receiving an important letter. So if you've had a relationship breakdown, like a marriage breakup or a divorce or whatever, it can mean that you're finally receiving those papers, and you're able to move on with your life. It doesn't have to be. It could just mean that, there could be some money or gifts coming your way, or you could want to share your time, because maybe if you're going to receive some money or gifts, you are going to be able to spend more of your energy and have more time, because money creates time, with someone else. That's what it could mean as well. Okay, so after that we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now the Eight of Pentacles can talk about feeling self-sufficient, being like you feel like you're solving the wonders of the world as such. You feel that you are becoming more accomplished. It can also speak about a new job, so you may have the news of a new job as well. The Eight of Pentacles, you may also be learning how to be around someone new. Like, as I said, like this is might be a new relationship, so you're still sort of feeling your way because you've opened up, you've let go of your emotions a little bit more, so you're still, learning how to swim as such, but it's talking about success. This is talking about that you're finding your feet, and you may have also been thought about taking up some sort of new interest or hobby that you may be able to make some money from, which is going to free up your time. So that's what that card there talks about. But generally we can see that the person here is very self-sufficient. You may be thinking about doing this new interest or hobby or money-making idea, and you may be thinking about taking up some sort of your own business, so then you have more time to spend in the new relationship as such, or freeing up your time, so then your time is your own, so you'll be doing something you enjoy and you'll be able to have that spare time to make the relationship, what would you say, stronger, spend more time on the relationship and the other person, so then, have more time with the other person because you're going to have a new idea or a new study project or something like that. After that we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, as I said, is the second best card in the deck. So we all want to have this, and my dogs are going to bark again. They've just had a rest, so I should have known that they were going to, bark at anything and get, they've had their rest, so now they're ready to, run around and be a bit crazy, and then they'll have a rest again. Okay, so this talks about the Ten of Cups. Talks about, this is a marriage. This can talk about marriage, or a serious commitment. So you may be thinking about a very serious commitment with this person. It can also just speak about having a happy home. It talks about comfort. So you're very comfortable. This card's talking about love. contentment, you're happy, you feel like you're in a trustworthy environment, you feel secure. It can also talk about, it is basically the ultimate card for love and happiness. Lasting success in a relationship, committed and content. It's talking about permanence. So this love, you see this love as, or you feel this love is permanence. So this can also, oh gosh, I've got a young puppy here who shrieks. Who's that? I'll let him go. Out you go! Outside! Go on! Out you go! See who it is! Okay, so yeah, as I said, this is the ultimate card for love. Yeah, so, and it frequently does appear when marriage can arise. It doesn't have to be marriage, it can just be serious, like moving in together or something like that. Okay, so in all, that is a very nice reading for you, Virgo, especially for the ending there. Woohoo! Okay, I am going to, I don't know whether I should go and just tell them to be quiet and see what the problem is and settle them down so I can just continue, which I think I will. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, Virgo, I'm back. This is why I don't normally have young dogs. I mind aged dogs, but I've got 2 young dogs, so I put them together. One is 3 months old and one is 1. So the puppies are good. The 3-month-old is good, but teamed with the 1-year-old, it's not that good. And the 1-year-old is good by himself, but not with the 3. Yeah. So anyway, normally I mind older ones. So anyway, this is just, yeah. Anyway, get back to the reading. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so we're going to see what we can pull out for you, Virgo, in regards to a oracle. And that came out quite energetically there. So Spirit must need you to know something about something, and it looks about love. And this is a love reading, so there we go. Now, I just don't want you to have the light. Right? No. There. Look at that. Gorgeous. Right. Okay. So we're talking about love. We have a love card for a love reading. Let's see. Virgo. Wow. This is pretty good, Virgo. I'm quite happy. I'm very pleased for Virgo or Virgo placements. Let love, that says, let love guide your speech, thoughts and actions, and a relationship will dramatically improve. Know that love heals all things. It illuminates hearts and minds, opens doors previously closed, and reveals pathways that were once hidden. Love is not merely responsive. It anticipates and tends to future needs. Love wants what is good for the sake of goodness. It keeps no tabs and collects no recompense. Love is its own reward. Love has but one enemy, and that is fear. So be fearless. The next time you're about to react or respond to any situation through fear, stop and replace the fear with love. You will be amazed by the results that this simple change will bring. Shift into love and offer kindness. Shift into love and find courage. Shift into love and know peace. Well, there we go. Okay, I am now going to also pull you a oracle from Gaia to see what she has to tell us. What does Gaia, spirits and guides, what do you have to tell Virgo in regards to their love life? In regards to their love life, what guidance do... Oh, jeez. I dropped those. They just didn't really flick out properly. Okay, so we're looking at Virgo. What's the advice that they need, spirits and guides? What is the advice that they need? What's the advice that, well, okay. Amethyst. Transformation, certainty, confidence. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Let's see what we have got for amethyst. I'll see what number it is. It is 41. 41 for Virgo. Okay, amethyst. A profound transformation is taking place in your life. After much soul searching, you are now back in control. A new you is emerging, poised and with a renewed sense of confidence. You can move forward with certainty. The past is now behind you. The hard work has been done. All you have to do is decide what it is that you truly want. All is now possible. Listen to your heart and don't settle for second best. Set your course and then go for it. Be certain, be confident, and all is yours for the taking. Blessed be. I give thanks, this is the affirmation, I give thanks for the transformation and healing that has taken place. I move through life with gratitude. I move through life with certainty. I move through life with confidence. I achieve my goals. What I focus on, I create. Okay, that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I will be back in the mid-month to give you an update, and I will also be doing a reading for the end of the month. Remember the new moon on the 10th. It's a good time to set your intentions, what you want out to the universe. And I hope that this comes everything comes good for you in regards to your love life. Check out your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign and your sun. I'm also having a competition, and if you would like to win the free readings for the month of June, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel and put a blue heart in the comments. Also, if you like what I do here, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment, you can always leave whatever you want to say. All right, so I hope you enjoy your weekend and your week, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye, Virgo.